Hi, this is Amanda Freeman, and this is discussion 8 and our last discussion for this course. And I watched How to Speak So That People Want to Listen by Julian Treasure, and I started thinking about how his ideas apply to writing. If this talk were called How to Write So That People Want to Read, the same principles would still matter. Writing is just like speaking. It's all about how we communicate and whether people actually want to pay attention to what we're saying. The part of the talk that stood out to me the most was HAIL, which stands for honesty, authenticity, integrity, and love. I think this applies to writing just as much as it does to speaking. Honesty, people connect with writing that feels real, whether it's storytelling, advocacy, or even a casual post. Readers can tell when something is forced or fake, and if writing isn't honest, it loses its impact. Authenticity, it's a big one. I like to pride myself on being authentic, which pride isn't a good thing, I know, but I try to make sure that my writing actually sounds like me most of the time. Nobody wants to read something that feels robotic or overly polished. If it doesn't sound natural, it's hard to connect with. Integrity, this means that standing by what I write. It's about being consistent and making sure my words actually match my values. If I say something just because it sounds good but don't actually believe it, it won't come across as real. And love. This isn't about being overly sentimental, but more about writing with intention. Treasure talks about how love and speaking means goodwill toward the audience. In writing, I think it means caring about how your words affect people. Whether I'm writing about advocacy or something more personal, I want to make sure that my words bring an understanding rather than just throwing out opinions with no thoughts. I also like to bring facts with solutions. Another part of the talk that stood out to me was the 7 deadly sins of speaking, which are things that make people tune out. Gossip, judgment, negativity, complaining, excuses, exaggeration, and they all show up in writing too. If a piece of writing is too negative or judgmental, people stop reading. If it's full of exaggeration or feels like someone is just pushing their opinion as fact, it becomes hard to trust. Treasure also talks about how delivery matters in speaking. Things like tone, pitch, and pace. It's something that we've been learning about throughout the course. In writing, we don't have a voice to carry meaning, so we have to rely on our word choices and our sentence structure and clarity. If writing is too dry, it loses people's attention. If it's too aggressive, it can push readers away. Finding the balance is very important. At the end of the talk, Treasure says that the goal is a world where understanding is the norm. I think that applies to writing too. Whether it's an essay, an article, or even like a short social media post, good writing helps people connect and understand. And using honesty, authenticity, and integrity and love in writing makes people want to continue reading, and that's how real communication happens. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope your next course is just as good as this one. Thank you.